The kitchen is really starting to take shape. Got tons to do still, but it is coming together. It's so much easier to make food for ourselves. Actually, it's possible to make food for ourselves. Still haven't put the top on the island. Hopefully that'll come tonight. If not, it'll definitely come this weekend. But for right now, what I'm gonna do is prep to install drywall in here. What I have to do is remove just some random leftover trim pieces that we didn't get down to start with. And then as you can see, I've put a bead of expanding foam everywhere there's a crack. And this is super important because before I did this, I could just run my hand over these cracks and you could just feel cold air coming up from underneath the house. And so this really cuts down on that air, and you can still feel it around the door. Let me see if I can get some right here. It's coming in pretty good. So I still need to get some new weather stripping for the door, but really just sealing up all of this is gonna help out a ton. So I have to cut this off level so that the drywall isn't sitting unlevel. And so I've got one of this little multi-tool and I'm just gonna try it. That looks like it's gonna work. Perfect. So I'll just do that around the whole room and then under the windows and stuff so that it's level and I can install the drywall easily. When I finish taking this trim off of this window, I could feel air just rushing in from the side. So I took my spray foam gun and filled all those cracks along the edge, and then the left side was too thin to fit a bead of foam in, so I just caulked the left side and the bottom, and now I can't feel any air coming through. So definitely got to get you one of these if you're trying to air seal your house, because this is so much better than those little ones that are in like a spray paint can and they have a nozzle on it, because those just spray everywhere. You can see I got a nice bead of foam in here without getting it everywhere. It doesn't spray everywhere, and this barely uses a can. And when you buy those little aerosol ones, once you use it, you have to throw it away. It's no good after, you know, a few hours. It's all dried up. So this, you can just close the knob on the back and you can use it again. I use this same can to do all of this around here, so it goes a long way. I just got home with the drywall and unloaded it, so it's all right here. I got 10 sheets, which I think will be enough, but it might not be. And I told you guys when I did the drywall in the kitchen that I was going to experiment with different ways to cut out the holes, and so far, I think my favorite way is with the level. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch that video of you mark it from the floor with the level, and yeah, that was pretty easy and it worked out really well. However, I am going to try it with my Dremel, which is here, and I picked up this cutting kit. It says it works for drywall, and we'll see how it goes. I just want to give you a brief overview of what I just did in that video. I just put this sheet up here, put 2 screws in just to hold it up, and then before I put the sheet up, I marked on the floor the center of the box and the height of the center of the box. And so essentially all I did is I stuck this in the middle, and then I went over here, found it, and then just traced around the outside, and I mean, it's perfect. So I'm gonna do that. I've got one more box over here, and then I'm gonna try to just follow the outside of this window and cut it out. And I mean, if it keeps working that easy, and that was my first time ever using it, this is definitely gonna be the winner. Oh my gosh, look at this. Like, you could not cut that by hand if you wanted to. And this was so easy, but I definitely learned a lot just in these few cuts. One, I messed up here because this was too far away. So you definitely need to push it up flush against this or the bit won't hit. It'll just keep going. So I messed up that, which I can fix that. That's no problem. Also, you need to go counterclockwise, because when I started up here and started working this way, it wanted to shoot out. And so I started down here and it just sucked straight up in there. So definitely go counterclockwise, it works way better. Babe. This thing costs $16. I should have bought it a long time ago. This has got to be the best tool ever invented. You heard me telling Katie that this part only costs $16. The tool's a little bit more. I think it's like 60 or 70, but if you already have a Dremel, this part is cheap and it attaches to most of them, I think. But yeah, and you need a Dremel, so get one. Well, I got 5 pieces hung and I'm about to call it a night because it's like 10:13. So anyways, these two were a lot more difficult than those two, and you can probably tell I kind of screwed up down there, but I think it'll be covered by trim, so it's okay. It's Saturday morning and I finished 2 walls. I got this other piece here put up, and then I got the pieces for there put up. So I got 2 walls done. Still have to do this one. This one will be much easier though, because it's just flat. There's no windows or anything like that. But before I can put the sheetrock up, I am gonna move the thermostat into here, and I'm probably gonna mount it like right up here. So I need to drill a hole through this, and then I have to go under the house, remove the wire from over here, pull it, and put it up through here. So it shouldn't be too difficult, but I just hate getting under the house. Well, if you can't tell, this is what it looks like after you go into the house. But I got the wire up, and I'll just put that, you know, right there. So the sheetrock holds the thermostat. I mean, you don't need a box for this stuff or anything. You just kind of poke a hole and screw the thermostat over the hole, and then this will just wire in. Katie's making brownies. This whole having a kitchen thing's really working out for me. But I did finish up the drywall just now. I got this whole wall done. This is a Ethernet cord for the television, Apple TV, whatever I need to hook up to internet. And then I got this piece done. I did have to go get one more piece, so I was off by one, but I broke a piece, so my count was pretty good if I hadn't have broke one. I'm gonna clean up this mess, and then I'm gonna start. I probably won't get very far or even close to finished, but I'm gonna start putting handles on all of these doors and drawers. I got the first one on. Just finished putting all the handles on. I've got them on every door and drawer that needs them, and I got this top put on so we can use this just temporarily. Again, gonna make some butcher block. I think I've said that about 72 times now, but gonna make some butcher block out of hard maple, and then this will have an overhang, so we'll have a little bit of a seating area here. I've been working on taping and mudding, and I got most of it done. I still haven't done the inside corners because every time I do them before the pieces that touch them are dry, I really mess it up. So I'm gonna let like this dry first, and then I'll sand it, and once this is good, then I'll do the corner. I don't know, it just makes it really easier for me. I'm sure other people can do it without it being dry, but I always screw it up. So gonna leave it that way. Outside corners, I already have the pieces that go around it, so I just need to get those, but it's raining, as you can tell, and I need my air compressor hose to staple these on, so I'll probably wait to do that also. And I got one more over here, but anyways, probably took me an hour and a half, so not too bad, and it really went pretty well. I mean, I'll definitely have to do a second coat, I think, on some of the butt joints. These taper joints are easy and they'll probably be fine with one coat, but like this mess here and these, I just didn't want to buy a full sheet for this little skinny part. So anyways, I'm gonna let this dry, do some cleaning, and I have a little bit more mudding and taping in the bathroom to do, and then that'll be able to be finished up this week, hopefully. But it is definitely lunchtime, so I will see you guys in a little bit. I went ahead and tried the corner and it turned out pretty good. It's definitely gonna need a second coat, but I've never been able to do it with this wet, so super pumped. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this one, and then I just have the 3 outside corners, this one here, and then the 2 on both sides of this. Well, it's Monday now, and the drywall mudding and taping is mostly dry. The corners still have a little bit to go, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish sanding, and then I'll do another coat and finish this up off camera. So I'm gonna end this video right here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm so happy we're making progress, and I can't wait to show you the finished product.